Hello and a warm welcome to Conny Decorates today, and of course with heart and passion, not just behind the camera exactly. And this here is our new table decoration for our dining room table. We really just used a few branches from outside for this. We also had a small pot of hyacinths, which we incorporated a bit here, and now we have a new table decoration. But dear ones, if you want to know how this table decoration works, stay tuned because we're going to show you now. And these are the things we need today for our table decoration, and we really don't have much because it snowed so heavily. We were trapped here in big snowdrifts, but I just took apart a decoration from the terrace because there was actually still a bit of moss in it, some branches, and even a little birch twigs. And yes, for a few days now I've had these early bloomers and the hyacinths here, and of course we can now incorporate them wonderfully. A few years ago I made a short video about this on a wooden board called Spring Awakening on the Wooden Board. And I'd like to do something similar today, but on this kind of vintage tray. Exactly, it's made of rusted metal in a red tone, and I'd like to decorate it and use it as a base, and then it will go on our dining table. And what we definitely need is wire. As I said, see if you can find some branches, anything outside that's still under or on top of the snow, and whatever early bloomers you have. And then we can get started right away. I'll just make a little space here. And then I'll take my wire. Either you go around it once and secure it for yourself. Here it's actually pretty cool because I have the handles, so I can go in and twist them together and then it holds. And then I just go around with the wire and I've already secured it. And then just take a look at what kind of branches you have and what length or width you can go for. Let's put it that way. And here I would actually go a little bit wider since we have a considerably broader table right here. And I will just carefully lay my branches on top of it and then gently wrap the floral wire around them just once, ensuring a secure and stable attachment. Meant for each other, staring into her dark green eyes. I want to love her, afraid I might get lost in it. Go with the natural smooth flow. Now I've wrapped my wire around once, and since I have more branches, I can just tuck them in here a bit, just let them disappear underneath a little. That's pretty cool now because you can also, this branch is a bit curved, just let it go upwards. A few years ago I had some pussy willow branches, but unfortunately I don't have them now because they're always great, especially in spring. So now I've got a few more branches in. Now I'm going back again with my wire, back to the other side. Let's tighten everything up a bit. If you ever think of me and if you want to have another coffee. And this birch twigs, I had made them into a little nest, or I had made a nest out of them, and now they're a bit twisted into a circle, which is also perfect. And I'm going to stick that in here as well so that it stands up a bit. I'll just make sure to push it down into the wire here, and I want it to look the same on the other side. Here too I take my birch twigs and do the same thing on the other side. And now I take my wire back to the other side and secure it again. And now you can feel it, the structure is slowly becoming more stable. On this side it's already nice and firm. It's a bit stubborn, but that will change as soon as I go back over here. I still have a few branches here which I can also stick in already. Now I also have this great larch twig that came with it, and I'll just place it right in the middle. And now you really have a super beautiful natural structure here, and you can go over these individual branches again, or rather the individual branches I have, I can now secure wonderfully here again just by sticking them in. Now I've fixed that nicely, and now I basically want to bring these birch twigs together at the top in the middle and connect them because they're really super flexible. Let's just see if that works. Now I'm taking the wire here, just left it as it is, and now I'm going up over here, taking my branches and twisting them together. And I've also cut a few branches from the rosemary bush here, or rather 2 of them. And I'm going to add those in as well, because now this really brings a bit of freshness with the green. Not just the scent, but real green freshness. It's supposed to be a touch of spring awakening after all. And I'll just tuck them in here as well, just down here, adding them in too. And now it's time for my early bloomers. Now I have these hyacinths here, and I also have this beautiful pot from Spain, which I'd really like to add in here as well. And I'll just see if I can fit it in here somewhere. And now I'll just use the dry moss here for a bit of stability, either in between, in front or behind. Unfortunately, I don't have much of it, but visually I'll add some moss here as well, and on the other side too. And now I'll take the hyacinths, just take them out of the pot. Let's see up here at the front. Not quite secure yet, I'll just stick it in here again. And now you can simply place the bulb flowers right on top here. You can also put them in water beforehand, but since the bloom and the plant are already developed, they're really hardy. Otherwise, you can just take them off in between, briefly place them in water, and then put them back, or you can spray them as well. You're not the one. Oh, you're not the one. So I hold on to this green a little longer. Then just place the 2 hyacinths into the pot here. It always looks very nice when the roots are just peeking out a little bit. I also have a bit of moss here, which you could also place on top. And of course, what you can also add, I always have these little bags with feathers, which I keep collecting and use to decorate every year. Just gently place a few feathers on top, and you already have a really lovely spring-like little atmosphere. And we're done. Quick and easy. Really just a few branches from outside that we happened to find anyway. A bit of rosemary that I cut, and a few early bloomers. And yes, we're done. We have a new decoration here on our dining table, and of course we really hope that we were able to inspire you today with this natural, truly simple decor. We'd be happy if you give us a thumbs up, leave a comment, and of course feel free to follow us on Instagram at Power of Balance. There you'll also find nice little dishes, a bit of ice skating, some gymnastics, a bit of sports. So if you're interested in that too, we'd love to have you at Power of Balance. You'll also find the link down below this video. So dear ones, feel warmly hugged. Stay healthy. Yours, Conny, and yours, Micha, your cameraman. That's right. See you in a few days. Bye. Cheers. There's a small, undeniable part of me, a piece of my very being deep inside of you, and I still often wonder with a lingering curiosity if you ever truly felt its presence, even for a fleeting moment too. But I